All right, welcome once again to Sin Bin Stream. Tonight in NHL hockey action, we have the Edmonton Oilers in Philadelphia to take on the Philadelphia Flyers. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Let me check the audio. Hello, Jeremiah. Thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well. All right, poll is up. I remembered to start those when I create the stream. Much easier, less scrambling for me. 7-6-4 for the Edmonton, 8-5-2 for Philly. Other game going on, Rangers in Tampa. They lead the Lightning 3-1. We got let's see, the Rangers, Kyle, Cuylle, or fifth, Miller, then Sabarin for Tampa, and then Lafreniere for the Rangers. Excuse me. Oh yeah, let's check. Let's see, try to get the Flyers logo. Nope, not really working, is it? All right, that's pretty close, I guess. All right. Thanks, Sinbin Admin. Oh shoot, let me mute this real quick. Get this live. Make sure it's muted. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, I gotta check something. Currently on the Sportsnet feed for Edmonton, not sure if we get if there's a Philly feed that we get, but that's fine. All right, 1 second. All right, still waiting. Nope, still don't have the roster reports. Not sure who's in net, so I still waiting on the anthems probably. Looks like it, yeah. All right. Yeah, looks like we still have to do the anthem, so that's why we're not quite ready to start. No matter, no doubleheader tonight. A late night in NHL. 4 games on the schedule. 2 of them on the TNT True TV HBO Max doubleheader. Including they're going to have the Blackhawks start at 8:30 Central, or more like 8:40. That's crazy. And Sabres Mammoth are the other game. So we went with the Oilers Flyers. All right. I got 2 votes for the Oilers, 1 for the Flyers. Coming up tomorrow, Jets cracking late. Sun has flag football. Hopefully I'll get home in time before the first puck drop. If not, We'll get it going as soon as possible. Friday night, NBA doubleheader on Prime Video. Heat at Knicks, 6 o'clock Central. Warriors at Spurs, 8:30 Central or following. Saturday night, we got the Jets at Flames. So the Jets 3 times in 5 days, I think, all on the road. They won last night over Vancouver 5-3. And then we'll have Sunday. We're going to go hockey. I don't get the Packer game. I'll be listening and watching Red Zone. So we'll have Golden Knights at Wild at 5 and Islanders at Avalanche at 8. Monday doubleheader for hockey. Yeah, I don't think the Monday Night Football game is that intriguing. I want to say it's like Raiders, Cowboys or something awful. Kings at Capitals at 6, and then we'll go Mammoth at Ducks 9. Still doing the anthems. All right. Well, and the Lightning, Gergensons just got a goal to bring the Lightning back within 1, 3-2. So 5 goals in the first period, 4:43 to go. That's what happened in Vancouver last night. It was a 3-2 Winnipeg lead in about a 10-minute segment of the first period, from like just under 15 to just under 5 minutes. They had 5 of the goals. All right, let me double check my settings. We should be good. What about recording? In case I do if I have to do a Tecmo Super Bowl, I want to make sure I've got it set up right as well. I think I do. All right, looks like the anthems just finished. It's already 6:42 Central. Should be getting going soon, I would think. Yep, let's take a look at the starters. We got Stuart Skinner between the pipes for Edmonton Oilers and Dan Vladar for the Flyers. All right, we'll look at this later. That should be right. All right, so the opening defensive pairing is Ekholm and Bouchard. And at forward, we have Mangiapane. I think it's Mangiapane. McDavid and Savoy. And for the Flyers, we got Sanheim and York. And the forwards are Cates, Forster, and Brink. So Vladar and Skinner. Okay, we did the anthems. Now we got to wait on the maybe the ceremonial puck drop, or they're honoring somebody. Yeah, it's the ceremonial puck drop. It'll be McDavid and I assume Forrester. Nope, it's 74 Owen Tippett on the. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not a 7. That's a 1. It's connect. Nope. Strike 3. Strike 2. It's Sean Couturier. We'll get it right one of these days. I swear that 1 looked like a 7. Did not look like 14. It looked like 74 to me. All right. Oh, please tell me they're not taking a commercial break on top of all this. What is going on? All right, the Oilers broadcast has been okay. Skinner is 5-4-3, 291 goals against average. Vladar is 6-3-0, 2.18 goals against average, and 917 save percentage with no shutouts. All right, should be dropping the puck finally. It's already 6:45 Central, 7:45 Eastern Philly time. All right, McDavid against Cates. Face-off won by McDavid, and the Oilers dump it in from the red line. Underway. Behind the Flyer net. Flyers in orange going right to left. Edmonton in white going left to right. Flyers got it into the O-zone, and the puck comes to the crease, and Skinner freezes it at 19:39. No shots on goal yet. All right. And they kick McDavid out of the draw. Just drop the puck. Savoy takes to the circle. Flyers have it in the near corner. Back to the blue line. Cross ice pass. That shot is deflected wide. And the Oilers send it to neutral ice and dump it in. That was Mangiapane who dumped it in. Back to the blue line. A blast save. A blue line shot from Wallman and a nice save. They say 2-0 Philly shots on goal. Where's the Edmonton shot that just happened? At any rate, as we approach 19 minutes to go, the Oilers have it behind their own net. Nurse sends it up the far boards. Now it's off the near boards. And Draisaitl couldn't do anything with it. Flyers a shot, and that must have been high and wide or off the post because the ref was putting his arms out like no goal. And Oilers get it to neutral ice, but no, now they get it to Draisaitl in the near corner. Battle for the puck. It goes around to the far corner. Oiler falls down trying to get it to Podkolzin. Back to the blue line. Draisaitl, his pass. And they dump it behind the net. That was Roslovic. And the Flyers send it out of the zone. They took a shot away for Philly. Into the near face-off circle. Now to the far face-off circle. That shot is wide. Kept in at the blue line by Andre. And the Oilers send it behind their own net. That was Emberson. They get it to the red line. They try to... Nope, they are onside. I thought that guy went off. Centering pass near the crease. They couldn't keep the puck down on the ice, though, and the Flyers get it out to neutral ice and into the O-zone. They dump it in to the far corner. And that is Bouchard who plays it out the far side, and they get it ahead to Lazar. Sent around the boards. Bouchard keeps it in. Howard chased it for the Oilers. It's back behind the net. We're under 17 minutes to go in the first period. Bouchard gets it to the top of the faceoff circle. That shot, I think, got through everything into the near corner, and the Flyers counter into the far corner. Ekholm sent it around the near boards, and Philly takes over, gets it into the O-zone. That was Cates. Now behind the net. Oilers chip it to center ice, knocked down by the Flyers defense, and they send it up the near boards. I think that was Sealer who sent it up the near boards. Into the far, kept in at the blue line, now sent in behind the net. Forster. They take it behind the net now with Brink. Now back to the blue line, and a shot is wide. Goes behind the net to the far boards and flipped to center ice by the Oilers. No score, only 1-0 Philly on the shots. McDavid has it. He gets the pass back, and that time did not, passed it away, and the Flyers dumped it in. Edmonton getting a line change. So where did this shot suddenly appear from for the Oilers? It just happened. Up ahead into the ozone, centering pass shot is wide into the far corner from the near faceoff circle. That was York with the pretty good shot attempt. Oilers have a 2-on-1 shot and save by Vladar. Pretty good shot, I think, by Podkolzin. Pretty good scoring opportunity. Flyers have it into the ozone now. And back to the blue line. Another shot. That was a big rebound off the save by Skinner. Blue line blast. Another save. Battle for the puck. And it comes free to Skinner, and he freezes it at 14:42. So the Flyers did just register 2 shots on goal on this puck possession. Yeah, missed. They had a pretty good breakaway. Edmonton had a pretty good opportunity the other way too, but all right, face off. Edmonton has it, and they chip it to center ice. Wallman knocked it down. They get it into the ozone in the far corner. Janmark was there. So was Lazar. Battle for the puck behind the net. Nurse pokes it back in. Zagras. Now the Flyers countered, but Edmonton takes it over in their own defensive end. And they just sent it down the length of the ice for icing at 14:01. Oilers have Henrique, Jean-Marc, Lazar, Wallman, and Nurse after the icing on the ice. And did they kick somebody out for the Flyers? We're still waiting. A draw taken. Nurse has it behind the net for the Oilers. He sends it up the far boards, but not out. Nurse has it in the far corner, sends it behind the net. That's Wallman with the puck. 3-3 shots on goal now. And they bring it up the near boards, send it around to the far corner. Battle for the puck. Oilers can't keep it in, and the Oilers get back in behind their own net. Kulak, they finally get it out to Philp, and he dumps it in behind the Flyers net. Battle for the puck in the near boards. Philp and Frederic, I guess. As the Flyers dump it in again, both teams looked like they were getting line changes as we have 13 minutes to go. First period, only 3-3 in shots, no score on the board. Looked like Bouchard sent it to the neutral ice and in the ozone, but Flyers jumped on the puck. Then Bouchard picked it off and sent it back to Ekholm. Bouchard sends it up into the far boards. Must have been tipped, no icing. Flyers trying to play it up the near boards. Bouchard keeps it at the blue line. McDavid's pass gets swept aside. Ekholm tried to get rid of it, and he has to retreat behind his net. And and he's waiting for the forwards either to get their line change or for the breakout play. Sends it up by the bench area, down the length of the ice into the far corner. York is there for the Flyers, gets it to Tippett. Centering pass, though, by the Oilers. They took control and went wide into the near corner. Battle for the puck behind the net, around the boards to Nurse. His shot is blocked. And now the Flyers tried to counter, but they had to tag up. They would have been offsides. Sent ahead, and the Oilers will reset again. They're trying to get some changes. Oh, Flyers pick it off. Far faceoff circle. That centering pass. It's in the crease. The puck is loose. The whistle, I think, just sounded at 11:22. Skinner must have been able to cover it up. And we have the under 14 media timeout. Pretty good opportunity by the Flyers. Looked like it got redirected. It was loose just outside the crease. And then Skinner managed to cover it up. All right, still 3. Oh, actually, they did. Yeah, Flyers just got a shot on goal. So 4-3 shots on goal, Flyers. Damn. Rangers 4, Lightning 3 after 1. So Gunsel, the Lightning were down 4-2, and Gunsel scored at 17:32 for the Lightning, and Borgen made it 4-2 at 16:20. Wow. 7 goals in one period. Let's see. Anybody scratched that we recognize? Not really. Rick Tocchet is the Flyers coach. Chris Knobloch is the Oilers coach. All right, they're back. Oh, we get to see the Rocky statue in Philly. Rocky Balboa. Oh, it is Frederick. Oh, excuse me. All right, long day. Pardon me. So it is Frederick. He's not French-Canadian. Or if he is, it's just, no. Anyway, Oilers win the draw, send it up the near boards, down the length of the ice. It's behind the Flyers' net. We have 11:11 to go, first period. Into the near corner. Kulak sends it around the far boards and out. Flyers chase it down in their own end, into the near corner, up the near boards. Michkov gets it into the O zone, picked up in the near corner by Couturier. And now the Oilers counter, near far face-off circle shot. Don't know if that was on line or on net. Battle for the puck next to the net. Flyers have it finally as Couturier had it. And now they pass it to Sanheim in the slot. Puck is lost by Michkov, and the Oilers counter. Near boards. Drop pass to Bouchard. That pass or shot is deflected into the near corner. And the Flyers counter and dump it in from the red line. Battle for the puck behind the net. Ekholm gets it to Bouchard. Bouchard sends it up the near boards and out. Battle for the puck. Oilers pick it off. Bouchard in the slot. Drop pass shot that is deflected or blocked into the near boards. Dumped in again by the Flyers. Now they say 4-3 shots Edmonton. They took one away from the Flyers. At the red line, Oilers have the puck. Hello, Violet. And Draisaitl gets it in front of the Flyers bench. He'll send it back into his own defensive zone. And picked off by the Flyers. Top of the faceoff, near faceoff circle now. Shot. Skinner's save, but a big rebound. York has it back at the blue line. Cross-ice pass. That pass is blocked. And then it leaves the zone. And it looks like York will retrieve it behind his own net. Now it's 4-4 shots on goal. Oh, pardon me. Sorry. Battle for the puck in the Flyers' end. Now it's by the Flyers' bench. They have it at the red line and dump it in. It was Andre with the dump in. Oilers have it near boards. They just get it out. Andre has it at the red. Now back into his own end. Yeah, hello, Violet. Thanks for being here. Northern Alberta, Canada. I'm in the Chicago area. Yeah, I'm rooting for the Canadian teams. Kings and Hurricanes first, but then the Canadian teams. Near face-off circle. Back to the blue line. Sent in behind the net. Under 8 to go in the first period. Only 4-4 shots on goal. There's a shot. Puck is loose in the crease. It goes back behind the net. Now into the near corner. Flyers had a good chance there. Suddenly it's 6-4 shots on goal. They wave off the icing. And the Flyers regroup in their own end. Well, this is annoying. There's a lot of ads on this Oilers feed. I may have to see if there's a Flyers feed. All right, the puck came to Skinner. He gloved it and got it to a defenseman. I think it was Ekholm. Now Bouchard up the near boards. Flyers retrieve it in the near corner. Sent out of the zone. And that is Wallman. And the Flyers dump it in. I'm sorry, the Oilers dump it in. Right in front of the slot. That shot is blocked from the far face-off circle. Cates has it for the Flyers in the near corner, or sends it around the boards behind the net. Now there's a battle in the far corner. That was Janmark, and he skates it to the red line and dumps it in. Actually, it's on net, and it's frozen by Vladar at 6:28. Yeah, I just like hockey hats and hockey hoodies. I don't have too many jerseys, but I do like hoodies too. So just kind of got into collecting those about a year or so ago. All right, 6:28 to go in the. I'll make it 6:24 to go, I guess. In the first, I botched that. Now they took another shot away from the Flyers. It's 5-4 shots on goal. So Rangers 4 goals on 8 shots for the Rangers, 3 on 10 for the Lightning. First intermission. They'll have Devils Blackhawks afterwards on. Well, this is only on TNT, HBO Max. That one will be on TNT, True TV, HBO Max. But we're doing Oilers Flyers over Sabres Mammoth. Prefer that. Oilers are 5 for 5 on draws already. No penalties yet. Hits are 5-5. Block shots, Flyers 5-1. Giveaways, Oilers 5-3. Takeaways 2-1. Edmonton. The rematch will be in Edmonton January 3rd between these two teams. Well, we got plenty of Jets games coming up, though. That's right. Edmonton's on the road, so I don't know. Somehow, I hate it because I think like one night the Kings, the Canes, and Oilers all play at like 6. So I'm like, dang it, would like to do any of those games and not be limited to just one. Now it's 5-5 shots on goal. Jeez. All right, just about set. Here's the draw. Oilers keep it in at the blue line. Bouchard, cross ice pass. They send it. I don't know if that was on net. It's in the far corner. We got a hooking call coming up, though. Let's see who this is on. Looks like it's on 24 on the Flyers. Home Philly fans don't like it. I don't know what they're showing. I can't even figure out. That was, it was hooking. Yeah, I think I said that. And that's on Sealer. So Edmonton with the first power play opportunity. Kept in after the draw. Oilers have it in the far face-off circle. Back to Bouchard at the blue line. He's looking over to the far face-off circle. Down low. Centering pass gets tipped on net. And the Flyers scoop up the rebound and clear it into the defensive end for the Oilers. Third and power play for the Edmonton Oilers. They keep it at the blue line into the near faceoff circle. Pass back to Draisaitl. Cross ice to the far faceoff circle. Drop pass. They get it to Bouchard. Who is the other guy over there? Might be Howard. I was about to say Roslovic. Roslovic shot and a save by Vladar at 5:15. So shots are, I can't still be 5-5. This had to be a shot on goal here. Yeah, Roslovic from the face-off dot on the near side. Pretty good save. Of course, by Vladar. So 6-5 shots on goal. Near face-off circle draw. Into the near boards. And Flyers can't get it out. Konechny tried to. Now somebody sends it down the far boards. Skinner plays it behind the net. But we got a whistle at 5:04. And they say 7-5 shots on goal now. But what was the whistle? Oh, McDavid just came back. I didn't know he had gone to the locker room. All right. They're assuming a skate issue. Great. And they say psych on the draw. They kick somebody out. McDavid will take the draw against Couturier. All right, just drop the puck, would you? There we go. McDavid wins the draw. Back to Bouchard. Sent to the far faceoff circle. Pass Looked like it went off the side of the net into the far corner. McDavid tried to center it. Flyers picked the pass off right in front of the crease and sent it down the length of the ice. Under 30 to go in the power play. Bouchard backwards pass to McDavid, who skates it in. Makes a pass off the far boards, and the Oilers have to retreat and reset. And then the Flyers dump it down the length of the ice. As soon as they got it in, power play should just about be over. 8-5 shots on goal. And we are even strength. 3 shots on that power play. Philp into the near corner. That's a tough angle shot. And it's frozen by Vladar. And then we got some pushing and shoving. Vladar was out of the crease, and Vladar's glove came off, and it looks like he lost his stick, and he's holding his right hand, so I'm not sure what happened. He's got his right hand in his, the glove. 9-5 shots on goal. Oilers now. And we have either the under 10 or the under 6 timeout. And yeah, I'm sorry that the Flyers got all pissed off at, is it Lazar or Lazar? And it's because their own player knocked him over, and when he fell, his knee hit Vladar. It hit his hand or wrist. Hey, Alex, I know 4-3 after 1. That's nuts. I saw. Oh, they're finally underway in the second. It's 1853, 4-3 Rangers. Thanks for being here, Alex. Yeah, and again, in Vancouver last night, it was 3-2 over just under 10-minute stretch of the first period, just under 15 minutes to just under 5 minutes. It was 3-2 Winnipeg last night. That was nuts. But this was 4-3 in 20 minutes. Crazy. Actually, let's see. When was the first goal? 109. 109 to 17:32. So a little bit over 16 minutes, they had 7 goals. Nuts. All right, looks like Vladar is staying in the game. Number 80 for the Flyers. Yeah, again, he got tripped. Yeah, but the Flyers get all ticked off, and it's like, well, it wasn't Lazar's fault. You knocked him over. I'm sorry that Vladar's hand got landed on, but there was nothing he could do. Under 4 to go in the opening period. Battle for the puck in the near corner. Philp couldn't keep it in, and it's cleared down the length of the ice. Skinner touches it up for Wallman. Up and into the O-zone. Far face-off circle. Centering pass. They couldn't chip it in. McDavid gets to the blue line. Bouchard's shot, I think, was wide behind the net. They say 10-5 shots on goal. And sent behind the net for the Flyers, up the near boards and into the O-zone. Far face-off circle. Ekholm luckily is there for the Edmonton. Battle for the puck in the far corner. And Ekholm sends it to Bouchard. Bouchard's pass Let's see. Did they get it up the near boards and out finally? But this might be icing on Mangiapane. Nope, they waved it off. Flyers have it. And they send it behind their own net. Sanheim. And eventually they dump it in from neutral ice. Nurse behind his own net, up the near boards and out. Flyers take over by the penalty box area, but now it's sent in and now dumped in by the Flyers. Nurse retrieves it, takes a hit, up the far boards and out. In to the far face-off circle. That pass was by Podkolzin. Pass to Draisaitl. The puck is loose in the crease. No, it wasn't Draisaitl. It was Roslovic. And now that is Wallman at the red line, and he dumps it in and heads off for a change. Behind the net, battle for the puck. Sent back to the blue line. Long shot is gloved and saved at 125. Decent shot from the blue line for the Oilers. Are they saying it wasn't on... Was that too high? They didn't give them their 11th shot yet. Oh, man. Yeah. Oilers had a pretty good shot right outside the crease a couple times, I think. Tippett was there to get the puck away for the Flyers, though. It is 11-5. I was waiting and waiting. Far face-off circle draw. Oilers have it. Blue line, Ekholm, that shot is blocked. They try to send it around the boards. McDavid trips. Gets it off the near boards to Bouchard, though. And the Flyers work it to neutral ice. Bouchard retreats to pick it up as we near 1 minute to remain in the period. Shot off the side of the net, then a rebound right up front. Bouchard shot, and that's a goal. Or did he get it tipped in? Oilers up 1-0. There was a shot from the slot. I just don't know. I think they might be saying... They're saying Bouchard, but I'm wondering if McDavid tipped it in. We'll have to wait. Yeah, it was a big rebound. Good pass. Bouchard blasted it. No, that was not tipped. He beat him blocker side high. Vladar was screened a little bit too, I think. 54.6 to go. And the Oilers can take the draw. Bouchard's third goal this season at 19:05. McDavid and Savoy. The assist, McDavid's 18th. All right, Oilers have it by the penalty box area. Actually, now in their own end. 30 seconds to go. Oh, I forgot to start the clock. Gosh darn it. And a whistle at 26 seconds. Yep, goal Oilers. That's a pretty cool emoji. I hadn't seen that. You probably did it before, and I just forgot, though. Let's check the... Now they're taking a shot away. It's 12-5 shots, pardon the whistle, for Edmonton. First goal in 5 games for Bouchard for the Oilers. 26.0 seconds to go. Nope, we got a psych out, and they kicked a Flyer out of the draw. They kicked out Couturier. Draw won by the Oilers, up the near boards and out. And behind the net, I guess this is going to be icing at 20.3 seconds to go in the first. Oh yeah, Zagras I think took the last draw for the Flyers. They're gonna try and get Couturier. Is he gonna get kicked out again? Or Couturier? Oilers win the draw behind their own net, up the far boards and out. Flyers have it in their own end at neutral ice now. And battle by the penalty box area for the puck. Flyers have it. Last shot on might be on goal, but that's the end of the first period, and it's 1-0 Edmonton Oilers through 20 minutes. So pretty good period. Flyers didn't have that many shots on goal or scoring chances. It felt like towards the latter part of the end of the first period, but Oilers took advantage of a big rebound and got a goal from the slot. All right, we got the intermission clock rolling. Check the vote. We've got 11 votes, 55% for the Oilers, 45% for the Flyers. All right, we'll take a look at the goal visualizer. The goal is in like right here in the slot area. Number 2, Bouchard. There's a big rebound into the near faceoff circle, and McDavid found Bouchard, who blasted it, blocker side high. All right, now they give a shot back. Oh, they got that one late in the period. I guess it was on net. 13-5 Oilers shots on goal. They have won 12 of 14 draws, so 12-2 for 85.7. The Oilers are 0 for 1 on the power play. No Oiler penalties, so no Flyers power plays yet. 7-6 hits. Flyers, 7-2 block shots. Flyers, 9-3 giveaways. Edmonton Oilers, 2-1 takeaways. Oilers, and again, rematch January 3rd in Edmonton. Just the one penalty on Sealer for hooking Podkolzin, but no damage done. They got an even strength goal at 19:05 from Bouchard. Checking in, still 4-3 after 7 goals in the first period. Rangers Lightning have played 6.5 minutes and haven't scored yet. Lightning are on the 5-on-4 power play, though. Later tonight, Sabres Mammoth in about 40, more like 45 minutes, and Sabres Mammoth in Utah and Devils Blackhawks in Chicago. All right, plenty of hockey coming up. We'll get back to football at some point. I don't get the Packer game this Sunday. So we're gonna stick to hockey for now, and then we'll still do NBA on Friday night. And if you could do me a favor, if you haven't already done so, please hit like, please hit subscribe. Doing one or both does help with getting YouTube to recommend the channel to other potential viewers, which will also help with growing the channel. And I thank you so much for your support. Please hit Whoops. Might have echoed there a second. Hey, we got 12 likes. Thank you so much. Still 4-3 in Tampa. Power play just about wrapped up. Oh, yeah, we're getting a look at the goal. Nice pass by McDavid from the near faceoff circle to find Bouchard open in the slot. Yeah, and actually, yeah, that was Savoy. Savoy somehow threaded the needle from through the defense from like just to the far side of the net all the way to McDavid in the near faceoff circle, and then it was like a triangle, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then a shot blocker side high to give them the 1-0 lead. All right, well, again, we have plenty of hockey coming up, and I put a vote up on the channel for next Tuesday. The vote was for the 6 o'clock and the 9 o'clock game. At 6 o'clock, Tuesday the 18th, the choice was between the St. Louis Blues at Toronto Maple Leafs or the Seattle Kraken at Detroit Red Wings. There's been one vote for the Kraken Red Wings. And then the 9 o'clock on the 18th, New York Rangers at Vegas Golden Knights, and then Utah Mammoth at San Jose Sharks. And there's one vote for Mammoth Sharks. If you'd like to vote on what games I cover, it's just $1.99 a month. Becoming a YouTube member. Try to get more perks. The other perks are just the early access to Tecmo Super Bowl. I'll try to think of some other things as well. But it's, or if you just want to support the channel, but if completely free, if don't spend if you can't afford it. Best way to support the channel, like I said, is hitting like and subscribe. But all right, I'm going to take a quick break. Let's cue up some music, and then I'll be back. All right, what to play? Well, we'll go with some of the longer songs, I think. Trying to figure something out. All right, we'll go with this one, I think. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you watching, and appreciate you in the chat. Makes the stream go better. Thank you. All right, we are back. Let me fade out the music a second here. Oh, shit. Try not to tear down the Oilers sweatshirt. All right, let's fade the music. Whoops, I muted it on that instead. That's awesome. All right. All right, why don't we take a look at the standings? We got a little time here. One second. Oh, still 4-3 Rangers in Tampa over the Lightning with 5:14 to go in the second. Why? I don't understand this. Wow, we don't need to see that yet. All right, let's look at the division. Montreal up top with 22 points. Same with the Bruins in the Atlantic. Sabres predictably in last with 14. Yeah, Maple Leafs struggling at 500, 8-1 with 17 points. Florida only one loss better, one less game played. New Jersey on top of the Metropolitan with 23 points. Hurricanes in second with 22. Blue Jackets and Capitals with 17, both 8-7-1. So tough top to bottom in almost the whole conference in the Eastern Conference. In the West, we got the Avalanche with 27 points, so they're the best team in the league. Stars 23, and at the bottom, the Predators with 14. They're struggling. Looks like the Blues have turned it around a little bit. They were really bad to start the year. And they have 14 and 15 there. Ducks with 23. Kings with 20. Flames, the worst team in the league, with 10, unfortunately for them. And the Canucks are 8-9-1 for 17 points. And Oilers are just ahead of them. And Vegas has played fewer games. They're tied with 18 points apiece. All right. Should be getting started here in the second momentarily. Let's fix the clock for the third period countdown. Let's make sure we're live. Sometimes with the commercials. Nope, we weren't live. Awesome. Now it says nope. Come on, go live. Yeah. Why does it keep alternating between live and go live and your live? I don't know. All right, center ice draw. McDavid. Oh, jeez Louise. Can we drop the puck? I didn't think they did that at center ice, too. Oilers are in white going right to left. I got a whistle at 19:53. Philly is in orange going left to right. All right, McDavid will step in for the draw. In the far face-off circle, they just kicked out McDavid. Now we get the draw. It's won by the Flyers. They send it up the far boards, kept in briefly by the Oilers. Then it's knocked into the Oiler bench at 19:47 in the second period. .34 career points versus the Philadelphia Flyers for McDavid. Flyers win the draw. Bouchard at the blue line. Shot blocked and not cleared by the Flyers. Ekholm shot, big rebound, but only Flyers. And the guy without the stick kicked it out of the zone. Number 10 for the Flyers. And the Flyers retreat to their own end. McDavid keeps it in. Pass to the far faceoff circle. Tapped at the crease, and the rebound got away. Now it's back into the far corner. They take it. The Oilers are behind their own net with the puck and can't do anything with it. 8:44 since the last Flyers shot on goal. And that's what I was thinking. I'm like, I didn't think they had a shot in a while. That happened to, I think, Ottawa on the road over the weekend, too. They went like 24 minutes or without a shot. And they won it, I think, in a shootout. All right, puck is up the far boards. Flyers can't get it out. They send it into the near corner. Now it's out to neutral ice. Oilers retain the possession in their own end. They send it. They tried to send it out. It got sent right back in. Now up the far boards, down the length of the ice. And they waved off icing. Oilers send one wide of the net. Far faceoff circle back to the blue line. That shot is blocked. And the Oilers retreat to their own end to pick up the puck. And that is Kulak behind his own net. Under 18 to go in the third period. Second period. What am I saying? And Vladar plays it behind the net. They play it up the near boards and out. And this will be icing on Philly at 17:42. $15 votes. So with 67%, the Oilers have 10 votes and the Flyers have 5 in the poll. Yeah, Savoy to Bouchard, and then Bouchard to the crease, and they couldn't tap a goal. And 14-3 faceoffs for the Oilers. And, okay, are you kicking somebody out of the draw? Just drop the puck. Oilers win the draw. They keep it in along the near board. Sent to the far corner, out the far boards, though. Oilers have it in front of their own bench. Cross ice pass. And still battling in the near faceoff circle. Centered to the and shot, and that was either saved or blocked. We've got they're saying 17-5 shots on goal Oilers. Philly in the far faceoff circle. Knocked off the puck. Draisaitl battling for it in the far corner. Out and to the red line. Carried into the O-zone. Kulak had it. Now they're battling. They send it behind the net. Sealer couldn't get it out. Now they finally get it out. It's 13. Wow. Wait, what was that? Oh, possession and offensive zone possession. And they took a shot away from the Oilers. Jeez Louise. All right, puck is in the neutral zone. Now the Oilers send a shot, and it's a glove save by Vladar at 16:24. Was that Philp on the shot or Howard 53? I think it was Howard. With that shot, it is now back to 17-5 Oilers. And again, it's been quite a while since sometime in the first period that the Flyers got a shot on goal. Far face-off circle draw. They just kicked out Savoy from the draw. McDavid steps in. Wins the draw. Centers it. Oilers couldn't capitalize. They send it to the near corner. Centered to the slot, and the Flyers get it out of their own end. 16:11 to go, second period. Backhanded in behind the net by Savoy. Battle for the puck in the near boards. Sent out of the zone. They were trying to get it to Ekholm or Bouchard. And Bouchard dumps it in from the red line. Oilers tag up. Ekholm knocks it down after the Flyers tried to clear it, and he dumped it into the far corner. Flyers send it up the far boards. And they can't get it out. Now I think they cleared it finally. And that was Sanheim who cleared it. All right. Bouchard sends it up the far boards, not out. And now the Oilers get it out of their own end. They pass it to the center ice. Now Nurse in the near faceoff circle. That shot goes wide. May have been tipped on the glove by Vladar. And into the near boards. And the Oilers counter again. Draisaitl pass. And they circle around into the near faceoff circle. Circling again. That's Roslovic. Sends it to the far corner. Tapped around. Roslovic picks it back up. Back to the blue line. Cross ice pass to Nurse. Over to the far faceoff circle. And centering pass. Nobody got a shot on net. It gets taken back to the blue line again. That was Wallman. And now into the near corner. But kept in. Draisaitl, long shot to the slot. May have gone through and saved. And now the Flyers finally get it out of their own end and dump it in behind the Oilers' net. And they are waiting to play it from out behind their own net. 19-5 shots on goal, Oilers now. Still waiting for Nurse to bring it out from behind his own net. Sends it up the far boards. Over the red line, dumped in. Behind the net. Andre had it. They pass it. Juleson tried to get it out. It gets sent right back in. And dumped in by Couturier. And I think that was icing, or do we got a penalty at 13:39? Must have been icing. Oh, boy. Let's check in real quick. 5-3 Rangers. 18-19 of the second. Rangers get their fifth goal. Vincent Trocheck, his first of the year. All right, face off. Flyers take it. They send it up. Cross ice pass out of the zone finally. But the Oilers can dump it right back in. They center it. Shot by Bouchard. Saved into the near boards. 13:20 to go in the second period. 20-5 shots on goal. Oilers. Dumped in. Gloved down by Skinner. Ekholm plays it to the far corner. The Oilers get it out. And the Flyers dump it right back in. To the near corner, near boards. Oilers get it out of their own end. McDavid has it right up the center into the near boards, though, and sent out by the Flyers. Kulak takes it and sends it up the near boards for the Oilers, down the length of the ice for icing. Excuse me. At 12:37. In the second. So second intermission, 5-3 Rangers over the Lightning in Tampa. Far face-off circle for the Oilers in their own end. Draw taken by the Oilers behind the net. Kulak has it again. Up the near boards. Not out yet. Mishandled. Flyers take it over at the blue line into the far corner behind the net. Into the near corner. Near faceoff circle. Sent around behind the net. And Kulak tried to get it out. Flyers, I think that wasn't out. sent it in again. And finally, the Oilers skated out to neutral ice into the ozone shot. Blocked. Loose in the slot, and that is sent or blocked into the near boards. Excuse me. Nurse has it. Cross ice pass. Oilers would have been offside. The Flyers dump it into the near corner. 11:35 to go. Far boards, far faceoff circle. Oilers get the puck back. And somehow they lose the puck and the Flyers send it up. Cross ice pass, far faceoff circle, shot. That's their first shot in forever. Saved by Skinner. Kept in at the blue line. Battle for the puck in the near boards. To the slot, a shot, I think from the far faceoff circle, actually. That was blocked. Flyers tried to keep it in, and the heads-up play, Oilers get it out of their own end. That was Podkolzin who knocked it to neutral ice. Flyers finishing up a line change into the near faceoff circle. That shot is blocked by Nurse and flipped out by Podkolzin. Oilers have it in their own end. That was Roslovic. They lose it as Wallman couldn't hang on to it. Flyers behind the Oiler net into the far faceoff circle. Flipped into the near corner or far corner. Now it's in the near corner. Out to the blue line. Long shot. I think it was deflected, and then on the rebound, that was saved. We'll see what they say as far as shots. McDavid into the far circle, and his pass goes off target, and the Flyers counter with a 3-on-3. Oh, a nice pass to the right outside the crease, and they couldn't get a stick on it. It went wide for the Flyers. 22-6 shots on goal, Oilers. And finally, the Oilers will get it out of their own end and dump it in. McDavid already scoops it up in the near faceoff circle. He gets sent down to the ice hard. Battle in the near corner, behind the net, and there goes the ESPN app. I should have gotten out of it at intermission. Would have helped. 8:38, clock still going. Now 23-6. Shots on goal. We'll keep an eye on it. Hopefully there's a whistle and a media timeout. Now 8:19 to go. Come on, app. 8:19. All right, where the heck is my game? Be nice if I didn't have to scroll down for it. Hello, where's hockey? ESPN. Jeez. What? Are you kidding me? I don't want men's basketball or college football. How do I get to hockey, ESPN? I have to browse. 7:57 to go. Still 23. This is insane. Your crap app crashes all the time, and then I have trouble finding my game. Whistle at 7:56. So it should be immediate timeout for under 10. Hello, NHL. Let's go. 24-6 shots on goal. Oh, my. I can't even get into NHL for some reason. Hockey, then? Oh, my God. This is so frustrating. Finally. All right, let's just take the Flyers broadcast. It's the first one they offered. Yeah, it's got to be immediate timeout, but man, I got to remember to get out of the app and back in at the intermission, I guess, to try and prevent these crashes by the ESPN app, but it worked for the first game of the doubleheader last night, and it didn't work for the second, so We're halfway through the game and we only had one crash, so it's about par for the course, I guess. All right, 1-0 Oilers. 24-6 shots on goal, Oilers. Flyers have one shot on goal this period. Sabres Mammoth starting in about 15 minutes, 15 minutes. And Devils Blackhawks like 45 minutes. Still second intermission in Tampa. Let's see. Oh, now the ads are spinning. Great. Okay, we're back. We're on Philly now. It says we're live. All right. We'll see how Philly does. We'll go back to Sportsnet for the Oilers. We're talking about Flyers players and the coach nicknames. Great. At least they have nicknames. Well, Jamie's Drysdale's nickname is Jim. I wouldn't call that much of a nickname. All right, any day we can get to this draw, please. In the far face-off circle, in the Flyers end. Draisaitl just got kicked out of the draw. Roslovic steps in. Face off. Who controlled it? Oilers keep it in at the blue line. And now the Flyers send it up the far boards. Ekholm takes it behind his own net. 18-4 shots on goal. Or 18-4 face-offs win, I should say, for the Oilers. This one is bounced on net. I don't even know if they'll count this as a shot. We shall see at 7:33. Frozen by Skinner as tempers are apparently flaring here between the Oilers and Flyers. Roslovic and Deloriers were not happy with each other. Still 24-6 shots on goal, Edmonton, and they lead 1-0 thanks to the Bouchard goal at 19:05 in the first. Assist to McDavid is 18th, and Savoy is second. Bouchard's, if I didn't say it, third goal of the year. All right, in the Edmonton end, face-off, Henrique in the near face-off circle. Back to the blue line for the Flyers. Blocked out of the zone. Oilers can't get to the puck, though. Flyers send it to the neutral zone and into the O zone. Battle in the near corner. Couturier and a Oiler fell down. Now sent out of the zone by Henrique. And the Flyers regroup. Send it up the far boards and behind the net now. Battle for the puck. Henrique is there for Edmonton. Scooped up by Brink. Brink now battling. Then ends up getting frozen by Skinner at 6:52. And I guess that was must have had the under 14, and this must be the under 10 because we're not under 6 yet. 6:52, it is 24-7 shots on goal, finally. All of 2 shots this period by Philly. And again, the face-offs, it's been incredible. 19-4 now in favor of the Oilers. But they're still only up 1-0. despite the better scoring opportunities. And all right, let's see. Did this resume yet? Nope. Still second intermission. All right. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Thanks for being here. Appreciate the support for the channel. Still at commercial break. So Vladar's been on it all night. I mean, he's made 23 saves on 24 shots. Not much work for Skinner. 7 saves on 7 shots. And we're back with the Flyers. Let's see. Just want to make sure we're live. We are. All right. Ah, come on. Come on. Are we going to get going anytime soon? Didn't that guy used to announce? Looks like he's an exec with the Flyers now. All right, still waiting for the linesman to drop the puck. He finally does. In the slot, that shot, I think it was off Skinner's glove. It was low on the ground, very slow. Or on the ice, pardon me. And Ekholm has it in the near face-off circle. Cross-ice pass out of the zone. Flyers have it by the benches, and now they have it, and we'll dump it in from the red line. That was Sanheim who dumped it in. Skinner plays it to the far corner from behind the net. Now it's sent to the near corner for Ekholm. And he is waiting for the forwards to change, I assume, and then he dumps it in. Vladar played it to the near corner. Flyers hit it off. One defenseman, York, hit it off of Sanheim, then York, and send it ahead. Into the far faceoff circle. Centering pass to the near faceoff circle, misplayed. Sent back to the blue line. Cross-ice pass into the far faceoff circle. Far corner. We're under 6 to go in the second period. Battle for the puck. Up the near boards for Edmonton. Cross-ice pass. Far face-off circle. Edmonton. Let's see. That got blocked behind the net. And the Flyers counter. We're under 5.5 to go. Second period. Into the far face-off circle. Draisaitl, I think, poked it away. Actually, I think we got an Oilers penalty at 5:22. So who's this on? Wallman, 96. All right. At 14:38. So the Flyers will head to their first power play. And the Oilers will have to try and kill their first 2-minute minor. Oh, pardon me. I'm sorry. 5:22 to go in the second. 24-7 shots on goal. Draw or face-off percentage or 19-5 now. Oilers. So I believe, yeah, the Flyers must have won the last face-off. Wallman hooked Owen Tippett again at 14:38. All right, still waiting. They have 5 Oilers. Now we got it. Looks like it'll be Ekholm and Bouchard, the defensive pairing for the kill, and Savoy and Henrique for the forwards. On the power play, well, it just changed again. York with Konechny, Michkov, Tippett, and Couturier on the power play, trying to put one past Skinner to get the equalizer. All right, claims we are live already. We are back from break. Yep, Tippett. Yeah, at the blue line, Wallman hooked him and couldn't get his stick out of there quick enough. Then, hence the call. So Jake will have shame and sit in the sin bin for 2 minutes, provided there's no goal by Philly. Face off. Flyers get it back to the blue line, to the near face-off circle. Now they get it back to the blue line again. Still looking far face-off circle now as we approach 5 minutes to go in the second. 5:01 now. Back to the blue line. Far face-off circle. Pass back to the point. York, long shot. Skinner, big rebound. And the Flyers couldn't handle the rebound and missed opportunity to tie it up. York will bring it back. Now he does a drop pass back to Tippett. Cross-size pass. Konechny now back again to York. Now far face-off circle. Back to York at the point. Far face-off circle. Shot and a goal. Not sure if it got deflected in, but the Flyers have tied it at 1. So the penalty is over. And the Flyers get the equalizer. Minchkov from York on the power play. His 4th, York's 9th assist. So it must have been just a blast. I thought maybe Tippett got a stick on it. Far face-off circle shot, high riser, and just over the glove of Skinner to beat him to like the near post. It's only 1-1. I hear you. All right, back underway. We got less than 14-15 to go in the second period. Oilers couldn't do anything in the O-zone. Flyers counter. Kicked into the far corner. Nurse is there. McDavid's there battling for the puck. 24-8 shots on goal. Under 4 now to go in the second period. All tied at 1. Even though Edmonton's really dominated the game until that power play goal. All right, Oilers finally get it out of their own end, but this might be enough for icing. It is at 3:36 to go in the second period. So neither of these broadcasts showed who was on the power play like some of these do, or on the kill. Michkov. Goals in 3 straight games. I think it said for the first time in his career. All right, Psych on the draw. Now we finally dropped the puck. And the Oilers get it to neutral ice. Yeah, Michkov from York and Konechny. We got 3:22 to go in the second period. Sent around the near boards. Flyers have the puck. They skate it out of their own end. Cross a pass to the far board. Shot from the far face-off circle is blocked. Another shot. That might have been a shoulder or glove save by Skinner. We got 24-9 shots on goal. It's been a little bit since I'd say the Oilers have gotten a shot on goal. We got a whistle at 2:56. Did we not have the under 6 media timeout? Or are we just showing shots on goal galore here? Highlighting all the saves Vladar's made mostly. 24-9 shots on goal, 2:56 to go. Second period. Looks like Henrique won the draw. The Oilers dump it in to the near corner. Flyers counter, going the other way. Into the near corner. Battle for the puck. Lazar tries to send it up the near boards. Oilers make a cross-ice pass to the right wing. Sent into the far corner. And the Flyers counter and dump it in from the red line. Somebody got knocked down by the bench area. Henrique, let's see, who took the hit, though? Flyers take it over in the neutral ice and dump it right back in. Sent all the way around by Sanheim. Into the near corner. Kulak couldn't get it out. A shot, a nice save by Skinner. Rebound into the near board, sent behind the net. Flyers have the puck. Send it and off the boards, and the Edmonton comes the other way. Henrique dumps it into the far corner. Under 1:45 to go in the second period. Flyers now skate it out of their own end, send it around. Behind Skinner plays it to the far boards and sends it out. Hey, Vi, what's up? Oilers back to the blue line, to the far face-off circle. Shot from the slot. Must have been wide. And Bouchard takes it back, all the way back into the defensive end. Both teams getting changes and dumped in by the Oilers. Oh, maybe just the Flyers are getting changes, actually. Draisaitl sends a backhander. That was a big save. We're under a minute to go in the second period. In the near boards and finally out for the Flyers. They get it to, Oilers get it. Ekholm passes to center ice. Cross ice pass to the near boards. Draisaitl has it. He sends it around to the far corner. Gets it. He missed it behind the net. Sent around again. Kept in by the Oilers. Under 30 seconds to go, second period. Somebody lost a stick for the Flyers. Centering pass gets through everything. They had somebody on the crease. It was Podkolzin. He couldn't get a stick on it. Kept in still. That was by Wallman, and now it's out, and the Oilers are offsides with 7.4. All right. Again, Michkov, his fourth on the power play from York and Konechny. Both York and Konechny, their ninth assists of the season. 11 shots on goal. It was 24-5, I think, wasn't it? Shots on goal, or 24-6 maybe? Savoy against Dvorak in the face-off circle. We got a psych by the linesman. And another psych, and he kicks out Dvorak. Zegras will step in. Or Zegras. Maybe it's Zegras. Draw, finally, behind the net. Far corner. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1. That'll do it on the second period. All tied at 1. The Oilers led 1-0 after 1. Now we're at 1-1 after 1. And 24-11 shots on goal. Pretty good job by the goalies. Granted, Skinner hasn't seen as much work as Vladar, though. And the Rangers got their 6th goal of the night. Trocheck again, his second of the night and the season at 5:03 of the third from Vakanainen and Panarin, former Blackhawk. Panarin's 11th assist. No score in Utah, Sabres and Mammoth. 14:49 to go in the first. And later, about 25-ish minutes, Devils at Blackhawks. All right. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. If you are, if you could do me a favor, please hit like and or subscribe. If you haven't already done so, if you have, thank you so much. But doing one or both does help with getting YouTube to recommend this channel to other potential viewers, which will in turn help grow the channel. I thank you for your support, and I especially thank you in the chat. Helps the stream go better, I believe. And I appreciate everybody's support. That's muted. Just wanted to double check. Whoops, wrong button. All right, well, I have 17 likes, still 23 or 24 watching, so please hit that like at least. Thank you. On the vote, for 25 votes, 60% voting for the Oilers, 40% for the Flyers. 1-0. Sabres get on the board. Jack Quinn from Byram. Oh, yeah, and for the... I don't think we did the goal visualizer for Michkov's goal. And just the one penalty, Wallman for hooking Tippett, and the Flyers made the Oilers pay with the power play goal. So Michkov will just send a blast from the blue line, number 39. Or in the... yeah, okay, it was in the far face-off circle. My bad. There, we'll see it again. So he ends up shooting it from here, and I think he beats Skinner blocker side, maybe? Yep, that's what it was. Far post from near post to the camera. Four on four in Tampa between the Rangers and Lightning with 13:57 to go. Here's what's coming up. Hope to see you tomorrow. Hope to be on time for Jets Kraken. My son does have a late flag football game, so hoping it won't take me too long to get home and be ready on time. But Jets Kraken at like 9:10 p.m. Central, 10 minutes after the hour approximately. I think I'll probably just start the stream then too. If I'm home earlier, I'll start at 9:05. Then Friday night, we'll have Heat at Knicks, 6 o'clock, followed by Warriors at Spurs at 8:30 or whenever it's over, or joined in progress on the Prime Video NBA doubleheader. Saturday, we'll do Jets Flames. I have my boys this weekend, so just want to do a 9 o'clock game. Although, man, Oilers Hurricanes is a good game. And Kings Senators, dang it. Or Bruins. Oh, no, I don't get that game. It's on NHL Network. Oh, well. Hey, Derek, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Hope, Vi, you're doing well. Everybody else who is in, Jeremiah, and El Pod Crazy as well. Thanks for being here, Derek. Yeah, so since my sons are here, I just want to do one game, do a 9 o'clock when they're mostly in bed or going to bed eventually. Already did Sharks Kraken last Saturday, so I thought we'd do Jets Flames. Then Sunday, don't get Red Wings Rangers. figured between Canucks Lightning, I would just do the Golden Knights Wild at 5 and then go with the only game Islanders Avalanche at 8. Get to see Dorofeev. Because I won't have the Packers again. I'm in the Chicago area, so I'll have to listen and watch Red Zone. And then what do we got? Next Monday, we got the Kings and Canadians. No, not the King. We already had that. Kings Capitals. Hurricanes are playing the Bruins too, and the Oilers. Well, they're playing the Sabres, so can skip that. But Canucks Panthers. I mean, there's so many good games. I can only do one at a time. So I went with the Kings, and then we got Mammoth Ducks, the only 9 o'clock game. And then again, we're voting, but as of now, the vote is for Kraken Red Wings instead of Blues Maple Leafs. And then Mammoth Sharks instead of Rangers Golden Knights. But if there is a vote up that if you're a channel member, you can vote for between these two games and these two games. That takes us to Wednesday. Not much going on. Probably not going to try and... I don't really like doing double headers when they're only 2.5 hours apart. So we'll skip Flames Sabres and focus on Bruins Ducks that night. So we're doing Ducks Wednesday. I thought I had the Ducks again another night. No, I guess the vote went the other way. No, I'm not looking at it right. Monday and Wednesday. Thursday, I don't know when. The 20th, I don't know when my son is playing his last flag football game yet. That's still to be determined. And we'll probably just do the Kings-Sharks game. If I can get back on time over the Senators-Ducks 3 times in 4 days. Or Stars-Canucks. Yeah, probably can't do anything early. And then I guess we'll still do... I'll have to see if I'm going to do NBA the following Friday night. Which would be, the 21st. Let's see what hockey we got. Well, I won't get the Blackhawks. I won't get the Wild Penguins on NHL Network. Can't do a doubleheader. Probably would do Hurricanes Jets because I try to stay away from 9:30 Central games, even though it's Bruins Kings. All right, well, that's enough looking ahead, I think. That's still quite a bit of ways. Still 6-3 Rangers over the Lightning. 11:54 to go in the third. Sabres 1-0 over the Mammoth. 12:25 in the first. Going to take a quick break. I'll put some music on. And thanks again for watching. Forgot where we left off, I think. All right, we'll go here. All right, thanks, everybody. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Let's just kill the music. See where we're at. In the other game, still 6-3 Rangers over the Lightning with 6:18 to go in the third. That game was 4-3 after one. And the Rangers have gotten a goal in the second and now in the third. Sabres are still up 1-0 over the Mammoth in Utah. 9:16. Mammoth just finishing up a power play. All right, let's check the poll. We got 28 votes, 57% for the Oilers, 43% for the Flyers. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, yeah, we were looking at the standings earlier. All right, we'll get the clock ready for the third. All right. Let's see. Let's see. 25-11 shots on goal. So they added a shot back in or for Edmonton. Bouchard had the Oilers goal, his third from McDavid and Savoy. Michkov on the power play, his fourth from York and Konechny. All right, trying to go live. I don't know, the app won't let me. Maybe we're already live. Oh, brother, whatever. Come on. Well, I keep clicking go live and it doesn't appear that I'm able to do anything with the app. You know, I did forget to get out and get back in. Maybe we'll do that real quick. Maybe we'll go back to the Oilers broadcast too. Yeah, let's try that. All right, come on, ESPN. Let's go. All right. So, yep, I think we were behind. It's 1957. We had a draw, and then Cates put a stick in McDavid's mouth and picked up a penalty. 2 minutes for high sticking. Well, that was dumb. So the Oilers get a power play. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I couldn't get the Flyers feed to catch up. So I got out, got back in, and took the Oilers feed, and now we're cooking. 0 for 1, 3 shots on the power play for the Oilers. They have it. And at the blue line, back to Bouchard. I was going to say, he didn't keep it in. They're offsides. It just went out, and he sent it right back in. So 1941, 25-11 shots on goal. So right off the draw for the third period, Cates lost the draw and then just high-sticked, or not high-sticked, Well, it was a high stick, but he basically checked him in the mouth with the stick. So I guess that's technically high sticking. All right, Flyers send it down, actually on net, under 19 and a half to go in the third. Edmonton couldn't get it out. Bouchard finally skates it to the red line, to the far boards, far faceoff circle, sent around the net. They send it back to the blue line to Bouchard. Over to the far faceoff circle. That shot or pass is blocked. Draisaitl gets it to Bouchard. Back to Draisaitl in the near boards. Over to Bouchard at the point. Bouchard to Draisaitl, centered to the slot. That puck goes right back to Draisaitl. Cross-ice pass to McDavid off the boards. He skates in, tries to center it to Draisaitl. That shot is high and wide and goes down the length of the ice. Under 18:40 to go. Still 38 seconds to go on the Oilers' power play. And Bouchard into the near corner. McDavid gets it to the behind the net. Now he gets it back. Bouchard didn't whiff, but didn't get much on that shot. And the Flyers clear it. Bouchard picks it up behind the net. And the Oilers can make one last rush here. They send it into the near corner. Now Ekholm sends it around behind the net. Centering pass. That shot goes wide. We're 5-on-5 now after the penalty. 17:50 to go. Shot, and I guess it was high and into the netting. And we have a whistle at 17:45. Shots on goal, 26-12 Oilers. And Vladar getting a swig of Gatorade and talking to one of the officials. Man, McDavid and who was that? McDavid and Konechny ran into each other and then were kind of tussling as they came down the ice. All right, draw. Oilers have it in the near boards, out of their own end. Cross to the right wing, dumped in behind the net, into the near corner. Oilers take over and send it in off the boards, but that was icing, I believe, at 17:28 on the Oilers. Still 26-12 shots on goal. All right. Draw in the near faceoff circle in the Oilers' end. And he's given a warning to Dvorak or something. Still waiting on this linesman to drop the puck. There's the draw. Oilers win the draw, as they have pretty much all night. That was Philp who won it. And the Oilers have it in their own end. Send it off the near boards. Around behind the net. And Flyers get it out of their own end. And I think somebody knocked the stick down with a high stick at 17:06. So we'll have a draw just outside the Oilers' defensive zone. So at this face-off dot. All right, 17:06 to go. Third period, tied at 1. In Tampa, 6-on-3 or 6-3 score. Lightning pull their goalie for the 6-on-5. Still 1-0 Sabres in Utah. All right, still waiting, and there's the draw. Bouchard has it for the Oilers. Sends it up the near boards. Battle by the penalty box area for the puck. Flyers have it into the O-zone, into the near, and stolen by the Oilers and sent out to neutral ice. Flyers take it in their own faceoff circle and get it out of their own end. Flyers skate over the red line into the O-zone, drop pass to the far board, centering pass, shot, went wide of Skinner into the far corner, kept in, sent to the near corner, under 16 and a half now to go in the third period. 26-13 shots on goal. Oilers get it out by the bench area. Flyers retain the puck. Oilers got a quick couple changes on defense, I believe. Right while that was happening, they caught a break. 16:02 to go in the third period. Draisaitl has it, and he passes to the center. It goes to the goal, to the near side of the goalie. Flyers counter. Send it up the near boards, and we got a whistle up, delayed penalty at 15:48. I think the Oilers just got a penalty. Emberson getting Konechny. What the heck? How is that on Emberson? Konechny did the exact same thing to Emberson, and only Emberson got the penalty. They were both hooked together. What is that call? That's some biased home cooking roughing, I would say. Wow. So Konechny stirring the pot and ends up getting a holding penalty out of Emberson. Wow, unbelievable. And of course, the Flyers are 1 for 1 on the power play with one shot tonight. Draw controlled by the Oilers. Nurse battling for the puck behind the net. The Oilers have it. Konechny. And finally, the Oilers get it to neutral ice and down the length of the ice. Flyers retreat behind their own net to set things up. That is York. Drop pass. Sent ahead by Couturier into the far corner. 15:20 to go in the third period. And the Flyers couldn't keep it in at the blue line. They'll have to tag up. And then Wallman clears it down the length of the ice. Wow, that went off the boards and through Vladar's legs. He's lucky there was no Oiler there to pounce on the puck. That was very odd. Shot is blocked into the far corner. Oilers send it out from the near corner, glove down at the blue line, kept in. Flyers battle in the near corner. Oilers scoop it and send it down the length of the ice. Looks like it's on net. And Vladar will send it behind the net. And I assume that's York with the puck. He makes a drop pass. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Under 14 and a half to go in the game. Kept in at the blue line. Pass to the near boards. Sent to the near corner. And still battling for the puck. Up the near boards. Back to the blue line. That was Drysdale on the pass to the far boards. They send it back. Blast from the near face-off circle and saved, or tipped and saved into the netting at 13:58. So still 10 seconds on the power play. Or did they say 13:57? That was very odd. Yeah, Vladar's lucky he didn't kick that with his skate into his own net. That was so strange. All right, Oilers clear it down the length of the ice, and that should just about do it on the power play. Flyers bring it up. We're back to 5-on-5. Sanheim dumps it into the far corner. Ekholm sends it behind to the far corner. Up to Bouchard. Cross-ice pass. Henrique tried to send one on net. I think it was too high or wide. It would have been a tough angle goal, or shot, I mean. 27-13, shots on goal. Oilers now. dumped in by the Flyers. Bouchard picks it up behind the net and flips a pass, deflected to McDavid, back to Bouchard. 27-14 shots on goal, and it looks like it went into the netting. And, whoa, somebody on the Oilers hit the boards hard. Just failed to stop, I believe. At 13:01, might have been McDavid. He was having skate issues earlier. 13:01, still tied at 1 in the third period, and we get the under 14 media timeout. All right, checking in. We have a final. Rangers added another goal, probably empty net. It was. So Kyle, or Cuylle, Coyle, had 2. Trocheck had 2. Yeah, because didn't he open the scoring? Yeah, and they win 7-3 over the Lightning in Tampa. Wow. Devils, Blackhawks still not underway. Maybe they're holding for TV since the Sabres are up 1-0 on the Mammoth in Utah, under a minute to play. All right, let's check the poll. 29 votes. We got 55% for the Oilers, 45% for the Flyers. All right. All right, come on. All right, let's listen in real quick. Oh, they're not saying anything. Good broadcast, Sportsnet. Nobody's talking. Oh, boy. We're just seeing the Oilers coach. Or organization. That's the most Canadian thing you'll ever hear. The dead giveaway. That's somebody's Canadian if they say, or they've watched too much hockey. Organization. I guess now Block used to be with the Flyers. Sorry, don't mean to offend any fans in Canada. It makes me laugh for some reason. So in the States, we say organization. All right, Oilers had the puck, couldn't keep it in. Now they have it in the O-zone again. Back to Bouchard, sends one to the far corner. He sends it back to, gets sent back to Bouchard again, wide behind the net. Ekholm's shot, I don't think was on target. They get it to McDavid in the near circle. He's still stick handling. Drop pass to Bouchard, who sends it around the boards. Under 12.5 to go in the third. Oilers, were they offside? What was the call? Or did this, what's the call here at 12:18? 28-14 shots on goal now, Oilers. Oh, I think they're wondering if this was, just offside. It came out of the zone. Yeah, it certainly looks like it. I was going to say, are they reviewing for puck over glass? But I don't think so. All right, 12:18 to go in the third. Philp on the draw. Finally, we get the puck drop. No, at least on the first attempt. It took a while, but we got the draw. Battle for the puck in the near corner. Flyers finally come away with it up the near boards, down the length. No icing. They track it down first. Kulak was there. Puck gets away. Flyers try to keep it in. They do. It's essentially a drop pass from the top of the near faceoff circle, Skinner made a high shoulder save and then still had the wherewithal to freeze the puck. Man, yeah, he was on top of that one. He had to make a high save and then locate the puck quickly and keep this 1-1. Good shot by Zegras or Zegras. Yeah, Zegras. I don't know why I never said anything besides Zegras. It's Zegras. So it should be 28-15 shots on goal. Near face-off circle. Zegras steps in. Oilers battling for it in the near boards. They get it. Flyers have it behind the Oiler net into the far corner. And they can't pass it away. The Oilers jump on the puck. Henrique made a pass. They dump it in behind the Flyer net. Up the near boards, though. Flyers have it, and they're out of their own end. I think Zegras has it. His shot was wide of Skinner, and it went into the netting at 11:19. All right. Still 28-15 shots on goal. 11:19 here to go in the third. Draisaitl steps in for the Oilers. And he gets promptly kicked out of the draw. Face off. And now we'll try again. It was Roslovic on the draw this time. Oilers control. Nurse behind his own net into the near corner. Cross ice pass. They get it to the near boards. Roslovic drop pass to Draisaitl. Draisaitl backhands it into the near corner. They can't. Let's see. Roslovic with the puck. Comes free to the Flyers, though, in the near faceoff circle. They pass it to the right wing and then dump it in from the red line. Under 11 minutes to go in the third period. Draisaitl tries to pass it out. It gets chipped or knocked into the stands in the near faceoff circle area. 10:46 to go in the third. And wait. Okay, they just started Devils Blackhawks. Man, was that? I guess they hold those till 8:52. I don't know why they say 8:30 start when it's an 8:52 puck drop. That's insane. All right, McDavid to take the draw. Still waiting while the linesman talks to the Flyers captain. And the Flyers win the draw. Shot into the far corner. I think that was blocked. 28-15 shots on goal. Their captain is Couturier, of course. All right. Flyers had it. It's stolen at center ice by the Oilers, but then they're going to have to tag up because they had a delayed offside. Flyers have it in their near face-off circle. Pass to the near boards. Drop pass. Couturier sends it to the right wing area. Shot is glove saved. Might have been wide of the net, though. Wait, what's the time? At 10:13. I don't know what graphics they were showing there. Excuse me. 28-16 shots on goal. So sizable shots on goal lead still after they were up, I don't know, 24-6, I think, on shots on goal at one point, the Oilers. So the Oilers haven't had a lot of shots since like halfway through the second period, actually. And the Flyers had a drought from the end of the third through a bunch of the second. Down the ice. Flyers have to scoop it up behind their own net, up the far boards, chipped in. It's by the Oilers bench. They counter and dump it right back in. Juleson in the corner, flipped it up the near boards. Cross ice pass off the near boards and dumped off the Flyers bench area. Centering pass gets through, sent to the near corner. Battle for the puck in the near boards. Oilers have it in their own corner. That looks like Draisaitl. And now the defensemen have it to the near the net. That looks like Wallman behind his own net. Under 9:15 to go in the third period. Oilers far face-off circle. Backhander was wide of the net. Looked like Vladar got knocked down or got, I don't know. Behind the net into the far corner. Oilers scoop it out. A pass by Drysdale. They get it up the near boards. Probably Sealer sent it, his defensive partner. Oilers send it up the far boards. Kept in, though, by the Flyers into the far corner. Battle for the puck. Sent back to the blue line. Into the near boards. At the blue line again. Near face-off circle. Centered to the slot. That shot was wide, though, of the mark. Past Skinner into the far corner. They cycle around into the near face-off circle. Stuff attempt, no good. Flyers center it. Picked up. Oilers can't get it out of their own end. Kulak is there in the far corner. Picked up by Emberson. Sent up the near boards and finally out for the Oilers as we approach 8 minutes to go in the game. Battle by the penalty box area. The Oilers control it and take it back into their own defensive zone. Probably, finishing up a line change. Dumped in. And I think the puck went into the Flyers bench area and came back out onto the ice. But we have the, I guess we didn't have the under 10 media timeout, and we'll have that now. 28-16 shots on goal. All right. Still Sabres 1, Mammoth nothing as they get set to start the second period. Devils and Blackhawks, no score. They've only played a little over 2 minutes, 17:43 to go in the first. Again, Rangers all over the Lightning, 7-3 in Tampa. Light night on a Wednesday night for hockey. Yeah, I guess a lot of their games are Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Wednesday and Friday can be a little light. Sunday and Monday a little heavier. Yeah, because we have 4 on Friday. I got 5 Sunday, 6 Monday. Yeah. So Wednesday and Friday seem to be the lightest nights. Okay. Sorry, just texting his my son. All right, we're back. Let's make sure we are live real quick. Appears we are. I'm not going to touch it then. Again, we're on the Sportsnet, Oilers feed. We got 7:49 to go. Face-off won by the Flyers. They dump it in from the red line. Skinner plays it. They send it up the far boards. No, I don't know if anybody touched this, and they did not. Icing on the Oilers at 7:38, 28-16 shots on goal. All right. Oilers have the puck to the far face-off circle. Ekholm tried to get a shot. It was blocked. Flyers counter. Ekholm gets the puck back in the neutral zone and dumps it right back in. 7:20 to go in the third. All right, Flyers carry it in. It's in the near boards. Battle for the puck. And we got a whistle. No, we do not. Okay. Both teams going for line changes. Flyers had it in their own end. They send it up the near boards. They tried to dig it out of the near corner. That is Forster. Long shot from just inside the blue line. Looks like it was saved into the near corner. And battle for the puck on the near boards. Oilers counter. Draisaitl over the red line. He loses the puck. Flyers send it off the far boards. And let's see. Nurse has it in the far corner. He loses the puck. Wraparound attempt is stuffed by Skinner on the near side. Now we are at 6:20 to go in the third. Pretty good at scoring opportunities for the Flyers. Haven't had many to speak of for the Oilers in the last half of the game. Shot from the blue line that was either blocked or saved into the near boards, and they can't keep it in. The Flyers retreat to their own end. Drysdale scoops it up, and they're already countering in the O-zone. Puck was briefly free and got tied up again in the near corner. And the puck gets to number 10, who is Frederick, going the other way. Centering pass to Frederick. It's on line. The goalie gets knocked over. We got a whistle. Maybe a penalty. Of course, there's going to be pushing and shoving. Juleson, none too pleased, came to the defense of Vladar and not happy with Frederick. And now the goalie just threw a punch at one of the Oilers. And we got a fight going on. Janmark and Juleson trying to punch it out. So there's gonna be some penalties, I would assume. Vladar is not happy. They put the Frederick penalty on the board, apparently. Yep, it's going to be a Flyers power play. All right, under 6 immediate timeout. So the Flyers, golden opportunity here. Man, Frederick wasn't sent into him by Juleson. I'd like to get another look at that replay. That's the only call they're going to make? That's incredible. All right, well, Oilers have their work cut out for them. Oh, excuse me. All right, what am I thinking? All right. 5:35 to go. Let's see the call. They just announced it? Ooh, 5-on-3. They got Janmark, too. And not a Flyer? This is going to be a 5-on-3? Are you kidding me? How? Nothing on the Flyers. Okay, Janmark. Yeah, but Vladimir got. Wait, what? Janmark got punched by Vladar. Well, this is some hometown reffing. What the heck? Janmark gets into it with Juleson too, but they didn't call anything on the Flyers. No, now there's one. Andre. No, now they. Okay, no, now they're saying Vladar, the goalie, so it's being served. I'll just put Vladar on the board. I don't know who's serving it. Okay, so for that punch, they did get Vladar. So it will. Oh, shoot. My thing does 4-on-3. It's really 5-on-4, so I'm just going to delete that. We'll just go with the one penalty to Frederick instead of the offsetting. They're still discussing it, though. Yeah, see, the software can't handle it. So we'll just go with the one penalty. It is a 5-on-4, but there's 3 people in the box. Somebody's serving it for Vladar. Yeah, I was going to say, how does Vladar get away with throwing a punch and Philly gets off scot-free? Because Juleson was mixing it up too. I thought it might be just 2 people in the box for both teams, but nope. It's a Philly power play. Flyers have it at the blue line. Into the near boards area. Sent around behind the net to the far corner. Oilers have it, and they end up, I think it was Henrique who cleared it down the length of the ice. Under 5 to go. Flyers take it out of their own zone. Into the far corner. Battle for the puck. Back to the blue line. Pass to the near face-off circle. Now to the blue line. Far face-off circle. Back to the blue line. Far face-off circle. Back to the blue line. Shot is high or wide by Drysdale. And NHL.com makes it look like a 4-on-4 the way they have the players. I promise you, it's 5-on-4. Pass was deflected into the far faceoff circle. Flyers still have it in the near faceoff circle. And that was Forrester out to Drysdale into the far faceoff circle. Under 4 minutes to go. Centering pass goes wide, or if it was tipped, it went wide into the near corner. Flyers keep it in. Drysdale to the far corner. Skated behind the net by Zegras. And over to the far corner, it's Brink. Now back to the near boards. Battle for the puck for Forrester. Finally, the Oilers get it out of their own end with Philp. The power play is over. It's 29-20 shots on goal. Flyers get it out of their own end, and we have 3:10 to go in the third period. Still tied at 1. Flyers tried to dump it in. Ekholm immediately got it right out of the Oilers' zone. Now they retreat into their own end. And they skate it to the neutral ice. But the Flyers get it in the near corner. And they'll try to send it. They chip it to neutral ice. Glove down. Still onside somehow into the near corner. Centering pass goes over to the Oilers, though, and they counter at the red line and dump it in from the blue line. Kept in by Draisaitl at the blue line. Sent to the far corner. 2:20 to go in the third. off the near boards by the penalty box, dumped back in by the Oilers. Behind his own net, Drysdale. And the Oilers Flyers send it up to the neutral ice, and Henrique dumps it right back in. Vladar couldn't get to it. Battle now from the far corner into the near corner for the puck. Henrique couldn't get it. Somebody fell on his stick, and the Flyers dump it in. I think that was Kulak. He tried to get it to Emberson. The puck is in the far corner for the Flyers. Back to the far boards. Deflected. Oilers have it. Pass to the near boards. That is Mangiapane to the far faceoff circle. Shot. Blocker save by Vladar. And it's 30-20. Shots on goal. We're under 120 to go in the game at 1-1. To the far faceoff circle, shot. I think that was high or wide or deflected into the netting at 1:08 to go in the third. Again, still 1-1. Oilers scored late in the first period. Bouchard and Michkov on the power play in the second period, late in the second period. And that tied it. And that's where we sit. No goals in this third period. All right, 1:08 to go. Let's see where this draw is. Yeah, good keep in by Draisaitl, and then oh no, they're showing the Flyers. Yeah, that just went high. Did that hit the bar? I don't know. Face off won by the Oilers. They send it down the length of the ice. I believe oh crap. Nice timing. ESPN app to crap out under a minute to go. Just awesome. We got 40. I probably just missed something. Nope. We got a whistle at 23 seconds. So just let the clock continue to roll. Still 30-20 shots on goal. Doesn't appear to be a goal or a penalty. Come on. This is going to take me forever to find my game, I bet, too, because it should have been over by now, I bet. Nope, there we go. We'll take whatever broadcast. All right, we're going back to the Flyers broadcast. Well, 2 times it crashed. As long as it doesn't crash 3, that's the important thing. I kind of expect 2 crashes a game. All right, we got to stop the clock, though, at 23 seconds. My mistake on the whistle. Oh, are you kidding me? They did get a goal. It's 2-1. Damn it. Sorry, Flyers scored. It's 2-1. Thanks, ESPN app. So they still don't have it on the board who got the goal. 23.5 to go. Konechny, his 6th goal of the season. Looks like they're going to do a review, though. Okay, so the Oilers are challenging for offsides on the play. You know what? Maybe I got time to go back to the Oilers broadcast too now. Well, I apologize. The ESPN app crashed out on me. Let's try to go back to the Oilers feed, though. So we're in the middle of a review for possible offsides on the Flyers. Konechny, his 6th from Sanheim, his 5th assist, tip in. Oh, yeah. It's close. Tippett is over the line before the puck is brought in. This goal should not stand. So, lengthy review. Oh, no goal. They wiped it off, and that's the right call, too. I know the Philly fans are booing, but both of Tippett's skates were in the zone before the puck was even touching the line. Like he hadn't even brought it in. So 30-20, they put 36.8, and we'll have a draw for offside. So what a turn of events. Still 1-1 late in the third. Dump in by the Flyers, 31 seconds to go. Flyers have it in their own defensive end. And are they going to do anything? Sanheim to York. York back to Sanheim with 13 seconds. York again. Are they just playing for overtime? This is pretty boring. Wow. They just let like the last 20-some seconds expire. I don't understand this by the Flyers. And we're headed to overtime. Dang. I'm personally against offsides being a rule. Yeah, well, they're just, they're cheering for their home team. I get it. Or they're like, oh, close enough. But, Yeah, I hear you. I know. I'm pulling for the Oilers, so I'll be a little biased myself. But it was the right call. Both of Tippett's skates were, he was trying to like step. I don't know what he was doing, but he did a little like step maneuver, and both skate blades were clearly in the white before the puck was brought in by, I forgot who had the goal. All right, so they're showing October 15th, 2024. Apparently the Flyers and Oilers went to overtime that day a little over a year ago, almost 13 months ago. But thanks for the comment. I appreciate it, iPod Crazy. Or is it I? Oh, I'm sorry. That's a capital I. iPod Crazy. A nice handle. Yeah, again, YouTube puts the handles on my channel instead of the channel name. But yeah, thanks for the comment. I appreciate it. So we'll have a 3-on-3 overtime period for 5 minutes. I gotta check my text from my son. All right, just about set. Looks like the Flyers are sending out Konechny, Sanheim, and Couturier, according to NHL.com. Draisaitl, Bouchard, and McDavid for the Oilers. So the Oilers are in white. They're going to go right to left. Flyers are in orange going left to right. So McDavid on the draw with Couturier. Bouchard can't handle it. He's getting held into the near boards. Okay, luckily he recovered. Draisaitl, near faceoff circle, tried to get it to McDavid. Flyers counter. They're in front of the penalty box. Konechny sends one over. And Sanheim brings it all the way back behind his own net as we approach 4.5 minutes to go. 3 and 4 in overtime Oilers. I think the Flyers, said 4 and 2. In the slot, shot, glove save. Skinner sends it out to McDavid. Both teams trying to get some changes. Centering pass goes off of McDavid's stick, and he recovers in the near board, sends it out of the zone. Let me fix the clock. Get it sped up. 30-21 shots on goal there. Under 4 to go now in OT. Into the ozone, drop pass. Shot, gloved, and dropped, and the Flyers get it out of their own end. So, yeah, they don't want to take a whistle on a draw in their own end and risk a goal with just a 3-on-3 out there. In the slot, shot, goal for the Oilers, and they win in overtime. good like give and go, and the Oilers, after the Flyers have a goal waved off for offsides late in the third, the Oilers win unless there's going to be a challenge for offsides here. We will see. 32-21 at Roslovic on the goal from Savoy. Roslovic's fifth, Savoy's third assist. Arister 119 into overtime. And that'll do it. We'll try to do Habs when I can. I'll show you what's coming up this week. I got to look at the Habs schedule. Yeah, we'll try to do Habs. I'm a Kings fan, Canes fan. I don't know if they're going to review this for offside. They don't appear to be. At any rate, yeah, Roslovic from Savoy. Gotcha. Yeah, they'll take it. That was definitely offsides, though. I don't think there was any doubt that that was the right call. What do we got coming up? I guess I don't have any Montreal games coming up. Sorry, Dan C. I assume it's Dan C. Let me take a look at the schedule. Let's see. Jets, Kraken, Jets, Flames. Yeah, I guess I don't have any Canadiens games coming up. 2-0 Sabres over the Mammoth. No score, Devils, Blackhawks. All right, Thursday. Yeah, see, I can't do Stars Canadiens because my son has flag football tomorrow night. And even if I had a game at 6, I'd probably do Kings Maple Leafs. Although we do have a Stars fan in the membership, you know. Okay, Canadiens are off Friday. Saturday. Who are they playing? Are they off Saturday? Looks like the Canadiens. Yeah, they're kind of up and down right now. Kopitar missed some time. I think when he's back, they're better. But yeah, I'm in the Chicago area. I was a Blackhawks fan. I enjoyed watching them last year because they were free over the air, and then they took that away because they signed a deal with the cable company, Comcast Xfinity, and they immediately took the over-the-air feed down. So I'm not paying $20 a month just to watch the Blackhawks. I'll gladly pay what is it, $12.9 or $13 a month to watch the rest of the league. Oh, Saturday the Habs are playing the Bruins, and it's on NHL Network. I don't get NHL Network, so sorry. No dice Thursday, Saturday. I'll keep an eye out for Montreal games. They do well on my channel, so believe me, I'm trying to do more Montreal games. Oh, man, they're playing the Blue Jackets at 6:30. I'd rather do a doubleheader with the Kings and Ducks. So that's Monday. Tuesday, they're probably off if I had to wager. Looks like that's kind of a light Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah, I don't get NHL Network. I don't have access to TNT. And I don't get the Blackhawks. And I don't get ESPN games because I'm paying for ESPN Select, which gives you the ESPN Plus games. Yeah, nothing next Wednesday. Next Thursday is, well, no, my son still has flag football that night. So yeah, sorry, no Canadiens games coming up in the next week or so, I'd say. Unfortunately. maybe next Saturday. Let me see when they play next Saturday. All right, they play the Maple. Maybe they'll do Maple Leafs Canadiens Saturday the 22nd. When is that? Hold on. We'll think about it. I'm not sure what my schedule is going to allow. That's kind of far off. So I will make every attempt to get Canadiens games scheduled, though, because we do get good crowds in here for that. So Oilers 2, Flyers 1 final in overtime. Bouchard is third from McDavid and Savoy. Michkov on the power play is fourth from York and Konechny. Roslovic, his fifth, and the assist to Savoy in overtime. Basically a 2-on-0. I may have said 2-on-1 live, but Flyers were not defending that very well. And final shots, 32-21. All right, that's going to do it for me. Hope to see you tomorrow night. I might be a little late for Jets Kraken. Again, my son has a 7:15 flag football game. Hopefully it starts on time. Hopefully it ends by 8:15. Hopefully I can get back like 9 or 9:05 and quick hop on at 9:10. Thanks so much for watching. Let's see. In the poll, 41 votes. Looks like 56% were right. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you didn't already do so, and thanks if you did. Hope to see you soon for hockey or a little basketball. We will have more NFL eventually. Steve Dank. That name sounds familiar. I am assuming he's an announcer for in Canada. That does sound very familiar. Yeah, again, we'll do our best to try and get Canadiens games. Again, they do very well for my channel, so there's certainly interest on my behalf. And I am rooting for the Canadian teams to finally win one. I mean, if the Kings don't, or the Hurricanes, but I wouldn't mind seeing a Canadian team win it all. Not a U.S. resident or U.S. Citizen who roots against Canada at all. All right, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks Jeremiah. He's a return viewer, and Derek and Violet, Alex, of course. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the new viewers, Dan C, iPod Crazy. Hope to see you again soon. Sinbin Stream signing out. Until next time, take care, be well. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. Have a terrific Thursday. We'll see you in just under 24 hours. And until then, bye-bye. All right, right under the gun. Check him out. He's hilarious. Dangle. Oh, I think I know who that is. Is he on TNT? Yeah, he's obnoxious. And also Hudson Graham says, go Oilers. Go Oilers indeed. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.